Hi everyone, welcome back to our small engineer tutorial. And today we have a special guest, Conrad from Stanhope Garden, and he tried to contact us um, on our website, eBay, and comments on YouTube,
Yeah.
and he asking for this missing needle. So, can you tell us some story about this, Conrad?
It was going on for like 14 years, but it only required a spark plug change, and
Spark
then
plug.
recently it couldn't deal with like heavy thick grass or overgrown grass or mulching. It just used to struggle, and then I tried to clean. I tried to open this, what's it called, the
Carburetor, yeah.
and clean it, and then I lost the pin, and then
And that's the needle.
yeah, needle,
Oh,
and
dear.
then it starts leaking, and it just won't. It started once, but then it just shuts off. Yeah.
Mm.
So the issue is it struggles to start, and then if it starts, it stops.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
that's where before they lost the needle.
Yeah. Before I lost the needle, it was leaking.
Was leaking.
Leaking, yeah.
Oh, so leaking is normally cause a lot of. It causes flooding, and
Correct.
it's hard to start.
Correct. It's hard to start.
Yeah.
And then it struggles with, like, even when I started it, it used to struggle with like thick grass or
So you've done the repair yourself, or you took the? How did you?
with a relative, we just had a look because
Your relatives.
yeah. So we changed the spark plug.
Mm.
Just try to overrule, like we put a new spark plug, and then we try to clean a little bit of the carburetor.
Yeah.
But then the needles, I don't know where it slipped through, and then we couldn't find it.
It's very difficult to find a needle in.
Correct, yeah. And the reason I contacted you is because I tried to reach out to several guys, and they said, no, it's very hard to get this parts.
Yeah.
They don't stock it. So I saw one video of yours on YouTube where you repaired the similar model.
Yeah.
And then I thought maybe you would be the best person to know.
You come to the right place. Yeah. So we stuck this needle, and we at this moment for the primer cap, I keep one primer cap in case, but we ran out. We're sold out all the primer caps, and we have this on stock on the end of October. So currently we're sold out most of the kit, which includes the primer cap. So just stay tuned and keep visiting our website, our store, and then we will get some parts again on stock. So we'll try to fit with the needle and see how it goes. I have the genuine VICTA plastic needle, and we'll try that one first.
Okay.
So we have this genuine VICTA, which is the orange one. So I haven't used this one. I'll try the one also. We have the genuine used orange VICTA needle. We'll try this one first before fitting the metal needle. So just remove the primer cap. So there's no needle inside. So we place this needle pointed first,
Okay.
then float. This one has plain main jet. Yeah, just now. Okay, we can try if we could start this one. Cold start, prime. Oh, it's no handle.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, it seems the unit starts, except that it's very difficult to pull
Yeah.
because the handle is broken.
Yes.
This is what we was left, but it seems like a genuine one, but it's not a genuine, but
Correct.
will do the job. But still, nothing to hold on this side here. Only this one, but it's very small. We will replace this one.
Okay.
Okay, we'll try to start again, but
Sure.
it seems like it's working. We lower this. Well, it seems like it's working,
Okay.
but still, we'll give it a good clean or rebuild on the carburetor, and then we're going to check what part was or a little bit perished, especially the plug, the diaphragm, and we'll replace the needle with the metal needle to make sure that in the future it won't leak and cause
Okay.
flooding, because flooding will it's hard to start when too much fuel getting into the carburetor, and plus it will leak fuel. And it is lucky that this seat of this carburetor is still in very good shape and it doesn't cause any leaking when I fit it with genuine VICTA needle. And yeah, we're going to replace the pull starter knob also for the handle, and we're going to rebuild this carburetor to show you how to get into this pull the engine and get into the carby and rebuild the carby for your own purpose, or so you learn something from how to rebuild this particular carby for this engine. Do you want to try to
Sure.
just use this one, this three?
The 3 ones. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, to remove the carby, we just twist this one counterclockwise, just like that.
Okay.
And then pull. So also remove the vacuum, this hose here,
Sure.
and also the compression valve. Now we have this one at the back. This is the kill switch. Just remove the side kill switch and center, and also the rubber. So just inspect if the rubber plug is still good. Seems like it's still good. You can still reuse that one.
Should I clean that with the cloth?
Then we have to clean this carburetor. Okay, so we'll remove this one because O-ring was not fitted properly. But we need to replace that one as well. So we have the float and we have the needle. Going to replace that needle. So the O-ring is already cracked. So we need to replace this one as well. So the primer cap, we're going to check the primer cap, see if still It's okay. It's not flush, but we have the O-ring that would. If you have a primer cap like this, you can still reuse the primer cap, provided that it won't leak fuel through the bottom. So you need to have a really good O-ring or cap O-ring
Okay.
to reuse the primer cap. So we could reuse the primer cap, still in good, especially the primer bulb, still in good condition. So we need to remove the cap or the diaphragm cap. So to remove the diaphragm cap, just reach this one. So we have the return spring, it's yellow.
Okay.
We have the diaphragm retaining clip. Just slide this one like that. Take it off. And it's on position C. So before you move the poppet valve, just remember the position where the poppet valve position is currently on position C.
Okay.
So we check the diaphragm. I'll check the diaphragm, still soft and good. And this is a genuine diaphragm. There's also an aftermarket diaphragm which is really stiff and it causes too much revving. And you need to replace the diaphragm with either a genuine. We also have the diaphragm, whistle diaphragm, which is very close to genuine, which is also soft. So to remove the diaphragm, just wedge between the control spring and the diaphragm. So you have the diaphragm. You drop the poppet valve, not to worry. So the poppet valve is at the back. You need to remove the control spring, and this is the lifter. And the cam. So if you could move the throttle,
Yep.
yeah, move run position.
This one.
So it's engaged with the cam, so it also moves the cam.
Okay.
Stop position.
Okay.
Yeah. So we can easily remove the cam when it's in this position, easy like that, and put it back and run position. So it's a lot easier.
Okay.
So the stop position and then leave it there.
Okay. Leave it here. Okay.
Then we could remove the cam.
Okay.
So we just clean the inside, we clean the cam, everything. So we only need to replace the, we have the poppet valve here. We only need to replace the needle on the cap O-ring. So we have to clean all the parts for now.
Sure. Okay.
So we place all the parts here. So once it's clean, we put it here.
Okay.
Yeah, just
That's good, right?
I'll show you how to clean. So when you're cleaning the parts like that,
Yep.
just a brush. Don't worry about that. Just especially the, then just spray it with
Okay.
complete. Then next one. So brush first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's okay. Sorry.
It's like this. Blow the side. Let's do it a little bit harder. That's done. Next one.
This one. It's okay.
Yeah. Then air.
Sorry.
Yeah, a bit harder. So you still have to. So you have to do it quick. Like this. So while the carpet cleaner is still wet, you need to blow with the compressor air quickly, but avoid hitting the other parts. So you have to do it sideways. So that's done. This one. Well, you possibly would say I need to clean the one. It's so clean, so don't worry. We'll just blow it, compress air. That's done. Just to get rid of the dust. Yeah, we'll do compress air. Okay, done.
This one.
Yep, compress air. So normally float, you need to test a float with you submerge this one in the water
Okay.
to make sure that there's no leak. But you can tell if there's a leak if you can see a fluid inside.
Okay. Yes.
And somehow I can see fluid inside.
Yeah.
There's a fluid inside in this float.
Okay. Yes. Even I can see.
We'll have a look at more clear. So we'll see the float. Can you see? Can you see a fluid inside the float? So the float is no good. So we need to replace the float.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, we'll continue cleaning.
One go.
And this one. Don't worry about the brush. This one's okay. And this is the control spring. Now the main jet. The way to check the main jet is to apply a carpet cleaner directly on this end and see if we could see some fluid coming out on both sides. So that's all good, and also on the other side. Yeah. Okay. So I'll show you how to test a float in the water. Of course, it's very obvious and everyone can do it. Okay, we have a water here. So we'll place the float, see if there's some bubble. I can't see bubble. Yeah, this is something that sometimes we can't test with just water, and this is possibly will create some leaks during vibration. So not just when it's steady. So because it has some fluid or petrol inside the float already. So anyway, we're going to replace this float with a genuine used float as well. So we have the replacement float. So this float has a small uh, pointed tip on at the bottom. Some of the float does have that, and I would prefer to have the one that which like nothing, so it has more freedom of deflection, because this one will hit on the bottom of the body of the carburetor. So this one has more uh, freedom of deflection. So we have the replacement float here. So we'll test this one. That's all good. So what we're going to do first is to try with metal needle and metering lever. So we have the metering lever. If the float could move freely, so to install the new metal needle pointed towards the seat, then you have the metering lever. Just press one side offset. Okay. Then install the float, and it should drop freely. So it just some of the float has a problem in this part here, where the tab it hits on the back of the float, so it creates pressure against the shaft, so the float won't move freely. So what I'm going to do is to use a cutter to take this part of the side out. So for this one, still good, so I won't do that. So we could use this one. So this primer cap, old primer cap brush set has issue, and the float won't drop freely. So we'll try this our new primer cap. So just slide it in, float, and we'll see. It will drop straight away. So what I'm going to do is I will try to use a peg, and it's mounted into the drill, and we have this metal polish. So the peg is pointed, so the point it can go into the inside of the brush seat. So okay, so hopefully that would fix the issue. So with the that's better. It drops straight away, so that will do the job. So we missed cleaning the diaphragm. We also need to clean the carburetor body inside. First is need to check all the fuel lines are all good. This rubber here it's a little bit damaged, so we're going to replace this one. So here we have the new plug I'm going to replace. So as I mentioned always on my other video, there's two different types of pin. One with the long plug, which is the pin is much thinner, which the long plug can fit in, and one with the slot in the middle where the short plug could fit in. So we have to insert the cover first, then the plug, so that will stay like in the middle of the slot or the groove. So we'll insert this one later. Okay, first is we have to install the cam. It's much easier because it's already positioned. So that's in. Once it's in, we can set this one to run position. So halfway, set it halfway. Okay. So at least when we insert the plug like this, it doesn't hit the cam. So when you on the stop position, that's run position, stop position.
Stop, okay.
So that will move. So when it's stop position, the cam will hit the pin, and it moves the pin, the middle pin, against the side pin where the side pin is inserted on the side here. So it's hitting and then it stops the engine. So halfway. Okay, so we'll just leave it halfway. So we'll insert this one later. So we have to assemble the rest of the parts. Next part is we could place the poppet valve. Just hold the poppet valve so it won't drop from the bottom. That's okay, like that. So we have this lifter. We place the lifter, control spring, then we have the diaphragm. So hold the poppet valve, and then we have the retaining. So there's only one position where the retaining, you can place the retaining, where this part here, it's closer to the tip of the puppet bulb. Okay, I'll hold it. Just like that. And make sure that when you put the cover of the cap, you want the lip of the diaphragm should be sitting properly around the edge. So when it comes like this, you need to fix it up like that before you put this one in. So we have this return spring. So you place a return spring against the cap and position the vacuum hose or the vacuum nozzle towards the back of the carburetor, so in parallel with the air pipe. So make sure that the lip of the diaphragm is sitting properly. Then you can place this one with your palm, squeeze, and then get into place clip. Now we look at that's okay, we could insert this one. Now you can see the puppet bulb is not on the position C. Originally was position C, so we just move this one into position C. Okay. Now to install the primer cap, we have this new O-ring. So we place the O-ring around the primer cap. Just like that. Okay, so with a little bit of oil, just O-ring, easy to fit it in. The good thing with this one, you won't lose the needle.
Okay.
So make sure that line is on horizontal. So this one's pointed on the bottom, downwards. Then the main jet, it's best to do it by hand first, just to make sure that you won't cross through the main jet. Then not too tight. Okay, so that's all good. Make sure that you clean the this manifold. Also check the manifold O-ring if it's still okay. You can tell if the manifold O-ring is okay if you insert this. So there's a little bit of restriction when you put it in, so which indicate it's all still good. So the O-ring is still good, so we won't change the O-ring. Okay, so first is we have to insert the skill switch first. Okay, that's in. Now the cover. So line up the hole of the cover here to the hole of the pin on the carburetor body. So we could insert this part here. So we could easily insert this one. So you have the pin here protruding a little bit, you can see. So that's all good. So now we have to insert this one, tilt it a little bit, then twist clockwise. So we have this vacuum hose. We have this decompression valve hose here at the back. So that's all good. So this is the base plastic for the cowling support and the cover. Now before we start the engine, we're going to replace the starter. Now we're going to replace the pole starter, but to replace the pole starter I need to bring this one all the way down here. I just plastic tie the starter here so I can easily remove the starter without worrying. So I just cut this in, and also it's a bit too far from the petrol, so it's safe. So we have two starter here, brand new. Maybe the smaller one, the smaller size. So what I'm going to do normally, and do it like that, make a loop, then I insert this one here. Okay, so that's all good. Now I can remove the you can start engine.
Do I need to prime it? Oh,
Yeah, put on a prime the fuel tap down,
okay.
leave it for just straight down. Leave it for 5 seconds to keep the fuel flow.
Okay.
And put in the run position. Yeah. Sorry, start position.
Yep.
Prime. 1, 2. 4. Just make it 5. Just quick prime. Okay, we'll try. So it's all good,
Okay,
right?
thanks.
So yeah, so at least we opened the carburetor and we'll check the carburetor and found that there's still some issue with the carburetor, especially the float, the primer cap, which doesn't accept the needle properly, and also the pin, the plug. So yeah, so all the parts are free, and I won't charge Conrad for the parts that were replaced. So what do you think about the repair today, Conrad?
Was really fantastic. I got to see how how he diagnosed the problem and fixed it. Yeah, especially the cleaning of the carburetor. Yeah, I think that's the most. Is that the most common?
Most common, yeah.
Okay.
And the most important that we also check the carburetor, and yeah, this is a good opportunity for you also to come, and if you have any issue with your engine, and I'm happy to collaborate with you, and we'll do a YouTube video as well. So same with Conrad, and I'm sure he's happy with this repair.
Yeah.
And thanks for the opportunity, giving me the opportunity to come organize today, and very much pleased with the outcome, and at least I'll be able to show you the full rebuild of the carburetor. Even though when you first start the engine, it starts straight away, and if it starts straight away, normally we don't do any further repair because it starts. But after taking it off and investigate further, we found that there's still some issue with the carburetor. So obviously it will floods as well, and first place it doesn't have the missing needle. So hopefully in the future you'll be able to do a rebuild this, follow my video and visit this video and have a look at this video in the future if you have any problem, and share this one to your friends, family, your brother.
Yeah. Thanks.
And thanks for coming, and thanks for watching, and all the best, and I'll see you next time.
Thank you, Joe. Thanks.
Bye for now.
Thanks, viewers.